President Donald Trump has issued a presidential edict targeting two former members of his administration for criminal prosecution. These individuals, Chris Krebs and Miles Taylor, publicly criticized Trump, leading to their designation as bad faith actors by the president. Chris Krebs served as the chief of the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency from 2018 until his dismissal by Trump on November 17, 2020. Krebs had publicly contradicted Trump's false claims that the 2020 presidential election was stolen. Trump labeled Krebs as a significant bad faith actor who posed serious risks to the American public. Miles Taylor, a former Department of Homeland Security employee, also faced Trump's ire after criticizing him in an anonymous book and various media appearances. Trump accused Taylor of posing risks to the U.S. and being a bad faith actor who incited dissension with his public commentary. In response, Trump directed Attorney General Pam Bondi to initiate criminal investigations into Krebs and Taylor. These investigations appear selective and lack any substantial basis for believing that a federal crime has been committed. It is not a federal crime to be a bad faith actor or to stoke dissension. Krebs also provided crucial testimony for the January 6 Select Committee, detailing his efforts to secure the 2020 election and counter conspiracy theories. Trump's actions have raised concerns about selective prosecution, which undermines the justice system. Selective prosecution is a significant issue within the justice system. Robert Jackson, who later became a Supreme Court justice, warned against it in a famous 1940 speech to U.S. attorneys. He emphasized the danger of prosecutors choosing defendants based on personal or political animus rather than actual criminal conduct. While using selective prosecution as a defense is often unsuccessful, Trump's explicit orders and statements provide clear evidence of his personal and political motives. This could lead to a judge dismissing the cases against Krebs and Taylor. Trump's pattern of threatening opponents with lawsuits and criminal prosecutions is well documented. However, this time he seems determined to follow through, with Bondi unlikely to resist his orders. Her past actions suggest she prioritizes Trump's interests over constitutional principles. Selective prosecutions erode the rule of law. The famous words of Martin Niemöller, a Lutheran pastor in Nazi Germany, serve as a reminder of the dangers of targeting individuals for their dissenting views. The question remains, who will defend Krebs and Taylor? With big law firms unlikely to take their case pro bono, they face an uphill battle. The rhetorical question of how to save democracy becomes increasingly relevant.